National Health Service Corps information out there that you can find, and many states have repayment plans as well, where they will give you chunks of money to help pay down your debt for if you serve in various places. So lots of options out there for you. Besides the National Health Service Corps, also many of our students use Armed Forces money. So the Air Force, Army, and Navy all have plans where they will pay your full tuition, whether in and out of state, as well as give you book money and living expenses stipend, very similar to what you would borrow if you attended at Michigan State. So it's not for everybody, but if that's you, you could literally graduate debt-free if that's something you would want to pursue. Depending on where you're from, there may be community foundations that have access to funds. People leave money for various things. So check locally to see if there's anybody out there who has money for you. I know in Michigan here, over in the Saginaw, Flint, Bay City area, there are several hospitals that have funds that they send to students from that area. So you just have to check that out based on where you're from. There's our contact information. Like I said, we're available to you at any time in the process. Questions? Yes?
So for the FAFSA, just like in general, if I'm still listed as a dependent on my parents, so would I become legally independent by next year?
For FAFSA purposes, so that's a great question. We would think that maybe the tax umbrella would be the same as the FAFSA umbrella, but it's not. So you could actually be dependent on your tax form, but independent on your FAFSA, because basically once you have a bachelor's degree, 99 times out of 100 you're going to be independent. So once you reach that status, that's why you don't need to put your parent data on there. And then when it comes to the tax portion, your parent will have to check with their accountant to see if they still meet the requirements for you to be claimed on their tax form. In my situation, I had a daughter who went off to graduate school. I would say for the first 2 years we met the rules, but after that we did not. Other questions? Yes, sir.
What's the all-in cost for a semester for an in-state student? Putting aside living expenses, you said tuition's roughly $13, but are there other fees on top of that?
Not too many. The only thing that is substantial, more than a $5 fee for the newspaper or something like that, is health insurance.
Okay.
So if you don't have health insurance through your parents, which most of you would have until you're the time of 26 if your parents had health insurance, but then that is about $2,000 a year if you need to have university health insurance, but the fees are very, very negligible.
Thanks.
Great question. Others? Okay, thank you so much.